Hey, and welcome to News You Can Use with Lotus Roche. I am super happy to have you here today. And as always, we typically come at the 5 o'clock hour for the fantastic drive at 5. But we had a few meetings and we wanted to make sure we were in a good time frame with someone all the way across the country. So theoretically, it's like 5 o'clock for them. So today, I'm going to introduce you to someone who is going to talk to us about the importance of our health and our wealth. But she's going to talk to us about how to eliminate the strain on the brain. That's what I said, how to eliminate the strain on the brain. So, as you know, so many people are under immense stress because of the COVID. But guess what? People were under stress before COVID ever hit. And this is why Lotus Roche is here with news you can use to help you help yourself feel better about your life from the inside out. So stick with me. I always say this, folks. Go ahead and grab your notepad, grab your pen. It's time to win right here again on news you can use. And I'll be right back with my guest that's going to help you and help me with the news that you and I can use. So go ahead, pull your friends in, tell your friends, tell your frenemies, tell everyone to come on in and get the news that they can use. We'll be right back. It's another great day. It's another great way with news that you can use with my fabulous guest, the remarkable Lynne Herod-DeVerges. She is the financial health wise phenom, and she's here with me today to help you. Hey there, Lynne. How are you?
Lotus, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
I see you're doing well with exactly what we're going to be talking about today.
Awesome.
Yes, yes,
Awesome. So Lynne, thank you so much for coming in. I know that you're coming in all the way from California, and we're super happy to have you. Super happy to have you here with us. And I know that you are a wonderful affiliate of Naturally Plus. So if you would please share with our guests, because today we're going to be sharing information on how to gain and expand their wealth, but how to eliminate the strain on the brain. So, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, please?
yes. So, basically, I am a spiritual mentor and minister. I've been working with people for over 36 years to help them to literally bring into balance their emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual self, to release many things that may have caused trauma and some of those past experiences that people don't necessarily need to hold on to anymore, so that you can make different choices. Now, some of those past experiences may have put a little strain on your brain. It's important to have really some basic tools that can assist you to really free your brain and also free your mind of so many different things that can help you to sleep better, that can help you to really um, build your immune system, that can help you to eliminate stress. So I am also called, and the coined phrase business phenom, because I've had various businesses. I did found a church, but I've also owned a retail store and have been head of a corporation and some other things as well. But for right now, let's talk about strain on the brain. There are various reasons why we oftentimes will find ourselves not being what I call very present in the now with whatever it is that we're doing. We have become accustomed to multitasking. We have become accustomed to being able to handle things in short bursts. You know, there used to be a time when someone would sit down to handle a task or, you know, handle whatever they needed to do for themselves, be it personally or on a business level, and stay focused, being able to just stick with it and could stick with it for longer than 5 minutes. But now, with technology and with all of these wonderful things at our fingertips, our attention has gone from being able to stick with the task and be very present, which often was a way of being. You know, you could be relaxed, you could handle what you needed to, has now become a hurry up and get it done. Hurry up and rush with it. Oh my God, I've got to handle this and this and this and this. So your brain is going like this, and I can only watch this or focus on this for 5 minutes. Okay, now I got to rush to something else. That is stressful. And it doesn't happen to just people who are younger. It happens to people who are every age. I don't care what your profession is. I don't care what your lifestyle is, unless you're a person who's living in a beautiful country and you're taking it nice and easy. But let's face it, how many of us in large metropolitan areas and other, even some of the suburbs, are able to do that? We've got so many things going on. So to help take the strain off the brain, one of the things that I just want to share with you is meditation. If you do not have some type of meditation practice, it is essential. It's no longer something that's nice to do. It's something you must do to assist with relaxing yourself, clearing worry, clearing stress. Something else is significant to do is make sure that you take care of your physical body. First, I would say by making sure that you're eating the right foods. I get it. Lots going on. Don't have a lot of time. It's easy to grab something quick from that fast food restaurant or certain foods that you just want to fill your belly up real quickly and be gone to the next thing. Okay? But when you can sit down and have a really good meal, and with that meal, you're not engaged in anything else, but just taking each bite, savoring the bite, you'll start to move into a place of not only slowing it down, but giving your body an opportunity to work the way it needs to work. Now, the type of food you're putting in your body is very essential. Did you know there's such a thing as physical stress? That's right. Not eating the right foods can cause extreme stress on your body. Even if you're feeling relaxed or you're feeling like you're not running around, but your body's not quite balanced. That also can put a little strain on the brain because, of course, it's working overtime to handle and take care of the stress on the body. So, physical exercise, eating in a present way, as well as being able to eat the right foods are all essential. But there are also supplements that can make the difference. And supplements are really what I consider antioxidants in a huge way. And the reason for the antioxidants is because when you have the right supplements and you're taking some form of antioxidants, you're getting rid of harmful free radicals. One of the supplements that is absolutely essential for the brain is actually some form of lutein. Lutein itself is a carotenoid. And you're asking yourself, what in the heck is a carotenoid? Well, let me tell you, a carotenoid is a nutrient that can only come from fruits and vegetables. It's what makes tomatoes red, eggplants purple, greens green. So those carotenoids are nutrients that act as protective agents for the vegetables and fruit that are grown. And we don't produce them in our own body. When scientists actually started studying the brain, what they discovered is that the brain cannot survive without a high concentration level of lutein. It helps protect the brain. It actually helps reduce the strain on the brain, literally. And when you have this, then you are also operating your brain in particular in the most optimal way. And it will help the body as well to clear, that's right, stress, worry, and it feeds the physical body in a way so that even from a cellular level, you're not under a lot of strain as well. All right, so with Naturally Plus, we do have very high quality antioxidants, but it's not just lutein. It's also what you saw Lotus drinking just a few minutes ago, azumio. Azumio is a hydrogenized water that goes into the DNA of every cell. It's not just water by itself, but it's the hydrogen gas that is carried into the cell. And there it helps to neutralize or eliminate the harmful free radicals. Harmful free radicals, by the way, create rust in the body. Just that simple. It's because they're cased in oxygen atoms. I'm not going to go into the full detail, but just know that when you have rust in your body, well, let me back up. What happens when you have rust in your plumbing? After a while, those pipes start to erode, right? Holes start to happen. Water backs up. The toilet may not work anymore. Okay, we have all kinds of challenges, right? When you have rust that builds up in those pipes. That's the reason why so many homes now, when they have new plumbing put in, it's copper. Because, or even beyond copper, now I found out that it's another type of compound that's very sturdy and strong, but it doesn't rust. It holds in place. Well, that's what azumio does to our bodies and to our cellular structure. It holds it in place so that now our bodies can start really repairing itself where needed and when needed. It is phenomenal for purposes of releasing strain on the brain because it relaxes the blood vessels, okay? So that, and the veins, so that people don't have that stress and that strain from migraines. A lot of migraines are because there are blood, not, well, they're in a way minor blood clots that actually start to swell inside of the blood vessels, and it causes the constant pounding. That's right. Real strain on the brain.
Yes.
And I know people who suffer with it, and it's excruciating and something that you wouldn't want to wish on your worst enemy.
Yes. Well, Lynn, I want to do this right quick because you are giving the folks the business, and I want to share with folks. I want to say hi to Angela Elting. Good to see you. Sean Seagal out of Columbus, Ohio. Good to see you. CEO of Live with Larry. Good to see you. Dr. Rebecca Harper. It's good to see you. Thank you so much. We love you guys. We thank you for being here with News You Can Use. We're only going to be before you for a short amount of time. I have the wonderful Phenom herself, the remarkable Lynne Herod-DeVerges. And what is she talking to us about? She's talking to us about this product that I've got in my hand by Naturally Plus. Yes, she's an affiliate and so am I. But she was talking about azumio water. And this is what I'm drinking right now. She's talking about azumio water and how great it is. But she also talked about some of the other supplements that the company has so brilliantly uh, put together to help people help themselves. And she was talking about the Azumio water. She talked about super lutein. And also, I don't know, I might not have touched on the Miracle Plus yet. But what I want to do very quickly, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back with more use you can use. And we've got a wonderful doctor on the show with us, and she's going to tell you a little bit about a conversation that she and I had when we talked about the Azumio water. And so we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back, and I'm going to introduce to you my friend and your friend too, Dr. Celina Pina Shemo, and she's going to share her experience, real to life experience with Azumio water. Okay, we will be right back. Oh, go get your notepad and your pen. Write this stuff down. Be right back. All right. I just love this. So, as I said, folks, I am going to introduce you to this phenomenal lady. You've probably seen her before. She's just amazing. I'm going to show you a little clip of her with her beautiful, intelligent, highly articulate self. You may have seen her on Oneness Live. She is the host of Oneness Live. She is Dr. Celina Pina Shemo, and she is world renowned. She's very well known by her book, 5 Steps to Emotional Oneness. And if you haven't purchased the book yet, I tell you what, you definitely want to go ahead and get that book. And with that being said, I'm going to ask our lovely guest. Of course, you may know this. I don't know if you do, but she is a best-selling author, and she's the host of Oneness with Dr. Celina Pina Shemo. She's a PsyD. She's an LMHC. She's an LMFT, and she's here with you and me. Please welcome my guest, my friend, and yours, Dr. Celina Pina Shemo. Hello, and she's listening to it. She's an LMFT, and she's here with you and me. Please welcome my guest, my friend, and yours, Dr. Celina Pina Shemo. Hello.
Hi.
And she's listening to it.
So I'm trying to hear you, but I can't hear you.
Okay, so what we're doing, folks, is we're using her phone so she can hear me. Okay, turn your phone up. Okay.
I can't hear you.
So if you can hear me now, if you would, go ahead and tell us, Dr. Shemo
Hello.
and I, we had a conversation about the water when she got her water.
Okay. I can't hear you.
So if you can hear me now, if you when she got her water, and tell us, she shared her story with me. So once she can hear me saying this, she's going to share her story of when she got her water with all of you. So once she can hear me saying this, she's going to share her story of when she got her water with all of you.
So I'm going to begin, and I can't hear you here, but I can hear you on my phone. So I'm sorry if there's a disturbance, but I'm going to continue. So I have to say that I was watching Lois one day on one of her shows, and I saw this little beautiful silver packet going up to her mouth, and I was like, "What is that?" And she said, "It's water," and I was like, "Well, what is that water?" So I immediately got in touch with Lynn, I believe, and the next thing I knew, I was ordering this water because it sounded so phenomenal. So I get the water, and I begin to have my first packet of water. Now you have to know that, my life has been on working with people who experience trauma. So the strain in their brain is like intense. And so for 30 years, I've been trying to unstrain brains and trying to find mechanisms that can help get us back from our our sympathetic nervous system down to a parasympathetic nervous system where we can focus and calm. And as Lynn has so kindly said, that we need to find peace within in order to get through all that. So every little thing helps. So, it's we all work hard and we all put a lot of time and effort into what we do. So I drank this water, and the next moment I felt light. I was like, no, there's no way that this could have an impact on me this quickly. So I let it go for a while, and then I kept on thinking about it, and I still felt kind of lifted. And I thought, well, then and then I wanted to know immediately, how many of these can I drink? Because if it was able to take the strain off my brain that quickly, then I really wanted to know the dynamics of this water, which I eventually have grown into a little bit more. So I'm going to go beyond our conversation with Lotus that day and to let you know that this has been my first week on this water. So not only have I felt lighter, I've also felt more attentive, more actively involved in my work. So like today, for instance, it's the end of my week. I see patients all week long. My schedule is pretty heavy, and usually on Fridays I don't feel like doing my documentation, my clinical notes. So I usually will like wait till I go to bed at night and kind of knock them out there, or wait till Monday. But I felt like doing them. I was like, oh, well, this is different. On a Friday after this full week, I'm still feeling the energy to want to do this. And just as a little funny aside, I have been really down on myself through the pandemic because, things have shifted. I'm used to being on the fly and I can't do that right now. So, you eat a little bit more than you should and things ain't looking too good. So, and across from my bed, I have a big mirror on the other wall. And every now and then when I look at that big mirror on the other wall, I'm like, oh my God, Celina, you gotta do something about this. But last night I had on this little cute pink pajamas, and I looked at the mirror in the wall and I said, you're looking pretty good. What shifted? So to be honest with you, girls, I don't know what shifted, but I saw what I saw and I feel what I feel. And I know that I'm coping with going day a whole lot better. So thank you for Zumo. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for bringing it into my life. And I will certainly bring it out to those, because if we can get the stress off the brain, the strain off the brain, and we can get the brain to relax, can you imagine what we could do with anxiety? Can you imagine the work that would help us just to be able to bring that down through drinking one pouch? So there's my testimony. Imagine the work that would help us just to be able to bring that down through drinking one pouch. So there.
Thank you. I love what you said, Dr. Shemo, because you are 100% right. When you talked about it and I said truth, the truth of the matter is if we could just do the small things like helping our body get free and clear, of worry by just drinking water, just a simple pack, just like this, folks, it could release the strain on the brain. And, it's a way that you can invest in your health and your wealth. And Lynn is going to tell us a little bit more about that, because this is the fact. This water it goes into your DNA. So it's going to make you feel better. And we brought Dr. Shemo on. Why? Because she specializes in trauma. She deals with all kinds of patients all throughout the day. And guess what she usually has? She has strain on the brain, and she has probably some worry and stress for some of her clients. But at the end of the day, the water and the products can help take the strain off the brain. So thank you, Dr. Shemo, for sharing that. And I see we have another comment. Hi, Angie. She says, awesome testimonial, Dr. Shemo. So thank you for sharing that. And Lynn, if you would, I know that we said we were going to be on for about 30 minutes, and we're right about at that time, because this is what News You Can Use is all about. We come in, we give you some news you can use, and we move forward. So Lynn, if you would, please share some last thoughts because we will be back next Friday with more news you can use about this outstanding product that doesn't just work for your health, but it'll also help your wealth. Lynne?
Wonderful testimonial, Dr. Celina. Just wonderful. Really enjoyed that. And you're absolutely right. It for some it is amazing. It works immediately. For me, I experienced it within 35 minutes. For others, sometimes it might be after a week, but you only need one pouch a day. And when you share this with other people, when you share it with people you care about, and you share it with, and the more that you share it with them and they share it with others, there's also a way that you can start building wealth. Right now, there are many people who are out of work, many people who aren't working the way they used to, or they've lost their jobs. And so this is a wonderful way to really extend and show the people around you how much you care about them, and how together we can all become not only physically stronger, but also financially wealthier. I'm not going to go into details about that this time. I will talk about that next week. We'll focus more on that aspect. But I would love for everyone to really be able to experience what I call state-of-the-art antioxidants. That's what this is. That's what the Azumio product is. And it has the highest concentration of hydrogen gas, parts per trillion in spring filtered water than anywhere else on the planet. If you've heard Lourdes, France before, and the wonderful healing waters, as some people call it, it is because of the hydrogen. And Azumio has even more hydrogen than that particular natural spring. So I encourage you to, contact Lotus or contact me and find out more about it. And if it's okay with Dr. Celina, you can also reach out to her and hear more about her journey with the Azumio hydrogenized water.
Fantastic. And yes, please, by all means, do reach out to Lynne at lynne4npusa@gmail.com. And you're always welcome to reach out to me as well. But no worries. Reach out to Lynne, and she'll be happy to help you. You can tell her that you saw her on the show, News You Can Use, on Friday. And if Dr. Shemo would like you to reach out to her, she can put something in the chat and I'll gladly put it here. And she can share her testimony with you because her testimony is profound. Almost knocked me off my seat. We were on the phone and she was like, Lotus, I just felt so much clarity, like almost instantly. And that for me was like, okay, that's great. I was happy that she had received it, because we really want to be clear. So, and I'll put my email right here for you. Let me make sure I spell that right. .com. Okay, so like Lynne said, you can contact Lynne, you can contact me, or if Dr. Shemo wants you to contact her, she'll let me know and I'll give you her information and you can hear her story because she's great at any type of trauma. And if you have any type of traumas, don't hesitate to let me know that you want to talk with Dr. Shemo and she'll be happy to help you. Okay, so with that being said, Lynne, I thank you so much for being here today. And Dr. Shemo, I really appreciate you being here as well. You've both been magnificent. And to all of our viewers, thank you so much for coming on and hearing the testimony by the remarkable Dr. Shemo, and also the wealth of knowledge from the Phenom, Miss Lynne Herod-DeVerges. Until we meet again, always remember to stay healthy. Why? Because your health is your wealth. And we'll see you back here again next Friday at the same time when we dive deeper. We're going to dive deeper and tell you about how to make more of the greenbacks, the moolah, the green carpet in your wallet. We'll see you back next week. Yeah, Friday.